Well, it's finally happening. Some of these QCR exclusive cards are doing crazy things. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more. Gamer's Choice is wrapping up your pre-sales this week. And yes, discount code MCO40 will be wrapping up here for the pre-sales as well. Obviously, Dominus Spark's still up. Fata Dragnas still doing their thing. I love the common Rahamus are still very, very popular. But there's been a lot of good, cheap stuff available in the set. Meanwhile, rotaries costing some actual value, but discount code MCO40 to save you on your purchase. Over here, Fata Dragnas still in stock. Dominus Sparks still coming on along. Solemn Accusations as well. But Kong's also has you on anything that you're going to want from this set as well. And, oh man, the high end in this set. Rotaries up there, Sparks up there, Power Patron Core as well. Anything that you're going to need, discount code MCO40 will save you on your purchase. Obviously, we're going to see where the set's going to go here through the week because release is officially on Friday. So, my friend sent this over to me the day and said, Robbie, he's like, what in the world happened here? I was like, okay, let's go take a look. And I open up Paladins of Bonds and Unity. I see $193 with 4 listings. It's like, all right, no, let's scroll down. Nope, card's actually $193 a copy now. So this is one of the few cards in the block that was designed as the celebration of the 25 years of Yu-Gi-Oh! They slapped this in and said, hey, you guys like these nice cards, let's see what we can do for you. Now, have you sold at this price? Well, you had one sell on 415 for 193, another for 105, 72, and one for 100 a couple days back. We've had no sales since then. Realistically, this will probably be like 10,000 Dragon. I think people are going to forget about this card for a little while. It'll probably repopulate, and then when we get further away from that time, then, surprise Pikachu face, we'll see where that goes. Now, there's also the Magician of Bonds and Unity. This still feels like one of the weirdest cards that Yu-Gi-Oh! Did, because I don't know why they just printed the same card 4 times, changed the background, and went, yep, guys, we did it. Job's done. We are such a great company. They pat themselves on the back. They're like, yeah, guys, you really get it, Konami. And, I mean, sure, I guess, but the Duelist Nexus version is 74. The Age of Overlord, which, by the way, was opened into oblivion, $55. The Quarter Century for Phantom Nightmares, 70 on up to 82. And then your version for Legacy is 115 on up to 120, but 6 listings, 19 listings, 31 listings. Very strange that the last 2 here are extremely low on population. So, my takeaway with this, patience. We will see where this is going to go long term, but those numbers are looking a little bit skimpy. Vanity's Fiend. So, Clowns. Alright, Clowns extremely budget. Yay! I love Clowns. Such a cool deck. Why is Fiend suddenly going up in price? Well, Duelist, the reason why this card is going up is because the Clown deck uses this. Clowns want to be able to deploy this against the opponent because it's a boss monster. People aren't playing Imperm right now. Alright, Imperm fall out of format. Me can make Vanity's Fiend offer opponent handshake, opponent go, grrr, me hate game. Alright, that's why this card is good. If you're not playing key cards that are normally checks to the format because the format has shifted, we can play cards like this again. Seems good. I do recommend the Clown deck, though. Alright, Clown deck going to do some stupid shit. Alright, especially when Clowns are budget. Yeah, freaking value. Miracle Contact. The ability to cheat out a monster from the extra deck that bypasses its summoning conditions. One of our favorite ideas in the whole wide world was just quick, easy access to make these cards work. Well, the last couple of cheap Miracle Contacts are these two. Once these are gone, you're going up to $14 to $15 a copy, which I mean, isn't necessarily terrible, but you've already had one of these sell for $13. So, you know, you're already seeing people willing to spend the larger amount of money to get these. Now, truthfully, I don't think that this card is all that great. You're also, the problem with Heroes is, it is the extra deck. You know, you're limited by the size of the tools that you're able to jam pack into this deck. If you cannot fully get access to all of those tools, well, shit, you know, we're not gonna get access to do all of the craziness that we want. So that's kind of an important thing to talk about here is, you know, why this card is good is because, you know, it is good, but you're still limited in your expectations of what you can do. Packbit, you know, I gotta give it to you guys. You guys really are taking this Harmonia thing to a whole new level of craziness. Because every time I check in back here on one of these higher rarity extra deck cards that you can fling at your opponent, you know, it's like, yeah, go Harmonia, you know, it's like, all right, cool, blah, you know, me flinging cards from extra, you know, it's, you want that Ninja Star to be very good, but $85, man, this damaged one is pretty rough, but these are like $9 on the Secret Rares on up to 10, which is not terrible. But then the Ultra Rares, these are $3 a piece. So I mean, like, they're moving along. You know, don't think that these cards don't actually have value, because they do for sure. Vision Hero Vion. I'm glad to see, first of all, that the commons, the ultras, the duelist Sug, I'm glad to see that I can actually afford holos for this. This isn't one of those cases of, oh no, you know, should have kept it, you know, in higher rarity. But the Battles of Legends Secret Rares, these are $4 a piece. Now, don't feel bad about that, because you can go get Ultras from Dual Power. You can go get the Duelist Saga versions. You have other versions available to you to make the deck look as nice. Honestly, I'm actually surprised to see Duelist Saga versions actually being affordable, because these cards, this rarity has really grown on me over the years. They actually do look relatively nice. So that's kind of an interesting little thing to note. Trap Stun. Holy fuck! This is nuts. Secret Rares are now $41 to $40 a piece. Supers are also $26 a piece. You get a Bellsprout Japanese down here for $7, but you know, that's not what we're here for. These are $11 a piece. All right. Think about that for a second. Think about how expensive this has actually become over the years. Frickin' absolutely absurd. Junk Berserker. First edition copies. Well, you're dealing with an Extreme Victory card here, you know. How bad can it possibly be? Well, holy price discrepancy. I can buy a mod play first ed for $9. Sure. I can buy light play for $17. Or I can buy a near mint for $90. Why would I ever want to spend this much money on one of these? I don't know. Also, Jirac Titano. First of all, anything dual terminal that even looks like it has a shred of playability. This is it. You got 5 listings of these. And I've been saying this for years. Like, these dual terminal cards are going to continue to vanish off of today's market. It's just, how fast are they going to do it? You've actually had no sales on this card. You know what? That's fine. You know, Dual Terminal 3. What was your top end in this set? It was something ridiculous. Oh, Bora's the most expensive at $58. The Wabaku's $33. Gungnir is also up. That's... Dual Terminal 3 might actually be super expensive. Yo, this set, not good. Not good at all. I did want to come back here and click Vending Machine, though. This had me chuckle for a second. I wanted to see the Pikachu's 365, the Haunter. This Haunter is how much now? How much did this sell for? I have these for an older format. Alright, well, that's enough Pokemon for me today. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. patrons. Thank you. Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.